Cats, mischief, puzzles? Schrodinger's cat burglar is out now, and it's time for us to knock some puzzles off tables. Mittens the cat is a cat burglar secret agent, but during her last mission, she stumbles into an experiment that grants her quantum powers. Now she can split into two and must go through a series of test chambers in order to find her way out of this facility. We've got our quantum powers, so it's time to solve some puzzles. We can split ourselves up and we can be in two places at once so that we can press buttons. You can play this game in co-op as well, so instead of having to control two cats by yourself, you can get a friend to help you. But I'm playing by myself. There is also, most importantly, customization. You can put hats on the cats, like this beautiful cow hood. You can get charms for your collar, change the colors, change the fur length, although that just makes them look extra chubby or extra skinny. Colors and patterns. Well, I don't have enough currency for all those things, but this is important. Let's get into more puzzles and earn those currencies. Okay, so that's how we earn those quantum shards. Split up, and yes, now we can see them. And immediately they take us into optional tests as well as just go along with the main route. Well, let's see what the optional test will bring. We gotta press buttons at the same time for access. And then we've got buttons we can press. So we've got quantum shards on top of those platforms, which means we would need to get two cats on up there, right? We can't just use one cat to turn those around and one cat to collect things, because that's not how the shards work. We've got some other buttons in the back. Okay, there's a button here that lets us raise a platform. So that at least should be doable with our cats split. One stands on, one stands off, and then hop up there, and they can drop some piggy banks down. Okay, can't jump up there, but there is another button at the bottom we can press. Okay, and we get a little bridge, and we can jump from here. Another piggy bank, and then across here, the third one. There we go. Let's collect our winnings. Get a bunch of bucks so we can buy more hats and outfits later. And then we've got some boxes that we can also move around as to help us get up there. Okay, they move in different directions. Okay, so we can move this across here, because then the other cat will be able to jump up. And we can get them across to the other side. Yeah. Hop up there. You can let go. And then we will be moving more boxes. So we can hop onto here. And then we need to get this box out of the way before we get the other guy across. And more money waiting for us. Back on the floor. How can we solve this? What's the reach on us, right? Because we can't get from here and jump onto this platform if it's not perfectly rotated. And we can't even get onto that platform. So we might be able to do it with maybe a bit more rotating, although that would then require us to jump across. Okay, well, let's see. Because we need this cat up there to collect the blue shard. We can rotate them now. And then the orange cat should be able to just jump as we did before. And we need to aim this better. Okay, so that's in position. The shards are sparkling. So let's hop up there, and there it is. We've got it. Let's get back down then and return to what we're actually supposed to be doing, because this was just optional challenges. Hey, does that mean I can buy something special in the shop? Yes, I can. I can afford the witch hat. Look at me, I'm magical. We can also change different cats into different hats, so we can have two different hats at once. So we can keep our cow hat and our witch hat for the different cats. And there we go. So then we're able to have two looks at the same time. Okay, well, we've got some button pressing to do, because we need to be able to press both of those buttons so that both the cats can make it through the barrier. And then we need to make it through this door by pressing both the buttons. it's interesting that they give you this chest chamber right away. That's obviously more complicated than the simple just hold that button. But I guess it could be for like, oh, if you're feeling brave or if you want something for your second playthrough. Anyway, this room was teaching us that we can't get through those fields unless we're back together as one cat. So it will be limiting our abilities. Now we have timed buttons, so we can't just run through them. And now we have barriers. Okay, we have barriers that are matching cat colors, so we have to make sure we're getting the right cat on the right side. And we're through to area 2. Okay, so the blue cat can make it here, and then, okay, yeah, open the door for the other cat, which can then make it to the other side. Open the door for this cat. Yes, this is the basic. There was actually a tutorial bit before we even gained our powers, but it was basically basic things like, yeah, jumping and pulling boxes, so it didn't have much to do with the actual main mechanics of this game. So now we've got more of those gates, so we can go for this stuff. We can turn off this field so the blue cat can go through. And then we can do the same for the orange cat, come from this direction, and we go and press those buttons. But yes, then we need to be connected to make it through the door, because there is a field on the door. Let's check out this side room before we go any further. We can get something from here. It sends a signal down to here. We need to split so that they're pressing the button on both sides. Okay, well, there's computer, we can hack those. It gets us some extra information about the people who work here and some general story mystery. I've unlocked headphones. They got auto-equipped. So now I'm a cat in headphones. I applied them to both. Okay, we'll have to find another station if we want to change this. Yeah, so this button will turn off both the field and power the door, which means now one cat can leave and press the other button to activate the door. Now we just need to get back together, and off we go. So we're into here. This is where we learn about basic things like jumping. I'm through to the dual event acclimatization sector, Susan. I've made it back to my infiltration point. Excellent. There will be a pair switch connected to a door up ahead. That will lead to the airlock into dual event orientation. Get going! So yes, this was like the basic area of like, oh, learn to move and jump. We can emote as well. We can show off our cat, do a little kneading. We can pet ourselves. You can pet the cat, but you're also the cat. There's some restricted elevator that we can't get into. I saw this door at the start, and yes, it was like 2 buttons, can't press them, but now we can. So off we go to more puzzles. Susan, I'm into dual event orientation. I presume this is where the new test subjects are put through their paces. Now we're talking. The exit to the briefing will open when I've completed 3 sets of mandatory tests. The briefing leads to surface access and freedom. Get going. So we can't get in there until we've got our puzzles done. There are some boxes around here, so this could lead to some secret things. Yes, there is a vent here. We can jump up. And yes, there is money in the piggy bank. There is a little mouse we can get. That also gives us one of the currencies for the shop. Computer we can hack. There was a cat picture, but we knocked it off. Such a cat we are. So yes, if we go around the shelves here, the mouse will know we're here, and then, like a true predator, we can pounce and get some chips. Onto the puzzles we go. Heisenberg test, item sharing test, robotic test, and debriefing. Yeah, oh, we gotta ride a little tram. Yes, the cat is in charge of the tram. Let's go to the Heisenberg test. Anything to report from your end, Susan? I'm digging through the evidence files you've been leeching from the facility, and well, it's odd. Like Grant and Johan, who own the facility above ground that you infiltrated, are certainly linked to this underground facility. There's practically no crossover on internal communications channels. No connections between the workforces either. Upstairs seem none the wiser about what's going on down here. Keep digging, Susan. I'll hack whatever I find to give you more intel. Yeah, so this was some sort of marked as a plumbing and data center company, so obviously suspicious about what's going on here. Okay, we can press this to open the hatch, but yes, we're gonna need 2 cats to do this, to explore what's down there. But then there is a field that we can't cross by ourselves. So we'll need some other mechanic. Like one of the things that was in the basic tutorial is that there are weights you can get. So it might be something that we can get here later. Because yes, there's access to the upper level is offline, but we may be able to make that work and then get some weights. So let's finally do some tests. So we're through to Heisenberg tests. To split or not to split? This is the question. So here we've got, yes, a weight we can pick up that will let us put things on the buttons. Right now we can't get through the buttons that open the door because we're not a full cat. But when we get here, we can drop a weight and that fulfills this. And then we can just use the other button ourselves to open the door. More piggy banks, and there are more shards here because I can see them glistening. So let's split up and get our cats in the right places. There we go. Quantum shards collected. Money collected. There and back again. So where are we going? Okay, there is a button here that opens the door, but there's a big field that we won't be able to get through by ourselves or when we split. So we have to leave 1 cat here to remove the field, and then we can have the door open. And there's a weight dispenser on this side so that we can pick it up and disable the field for ourselves permanently. So now both the cats can be on this side. But it's not even about disabling the field because it's about opening the door. So we need to get the door open. Oh, and then we join and then we will be able to just walk through the field, of course. And then we split again, get our exit. Okay, there's some lever here that will open an underground way through. Oh, but that only works if there's a cat hanging from it. But we can't split here because there's a field, unless we can jump out over it. Because if we have 1 cat hanging there, can we like jump on this thing and jump over the field? No? Okay, I was thinking there is some trick to like being able to jump over, but no, they will only jump down on this side. Okay, let's get back together then and explore this room more. Because yeah, the underground would let us get into whatever that machine there is. But this will turn off the field, so we can actually split up and get to the other lever. So now this is open, we can release our orange cat and get in there, get into that room. What can we do there? Because it looks like the currency machine, so maybe we can just steal currency. Yeah, we're hacking. Yeah, it's just it's a money room. Well, let's get back in then and actually proceed to more tests. Cats are back together. Through the door we go. Putting it all together. Let's put it all together then. We've got a button. This is a connected button, so there needs to be 2 cats on 2 sides. There is 4 buttons in the center, and they all have to have something on them. There is, yes, a weight dispenser here, but we need both the buttons pressed. And there is a weight available here, so we could use it to disable that field. And I guess that's what we want to do. Do that first, because that then lets us easily go through here. So then we can be split on this side. We can press this. And that lets our other cat go back to this button. So now we can press together, we get a second weight. So now we have 2 cats and 2 weights. And that should be enough to press 4 buttons at the same time. Oh, but we need to get our friend out from over there as well. So let's see. If we put this weight here, they can go out and they could bring that weight to be disabling the other field. Now we can reconnect, which means we won't need the weights to be pressing on the buttons for the fields that block split cats, the Heisenberg fields. So we can grab one of the weights, bring it in, then we can grab the second weight, bring it in, and then we can split our cats and press the remaining buttons. There we go. It's all done. Let's get back together and keep going. Test complete. Use pair switches to activate return platform. Susan, I've completed the first set of mandatory tests. Excellent. Move on to the other two, and you'll be out of here in no time. The fast travel platform ahead will transport you back to the transit system. So that's the first area. So we learned how to use weights across two cats. Next, we've got some computers we can hack. Hack. And it gets us a weight that we can take with us. Oh, because it will maybe let us do that puzzle in the room we were in. Yes, because we're back to that area. So yes, now we can use the weight, drop it here, and now it's open for both of us, so we're no longer blocked by the fact that you need two cats to get down here to get the money. We need all the money, so we can buy all the things. Though probably still not enough for the things I want, because I needed like at least 50. Okay, so we can just continue to more tests through the tram we've taken. Item sharing tests. That's our next destination. A little update for you, Mittens. It seems Flagrante Joanne is a conglomerate of two different companies. Joanne Data Processing and Flagrante Plumbing Solutions. The facility above ground was the original property of Joanne Data Processing. Flagrante Plumbing Solutions attended a call out to look at the leaky pipe. Shortly after that, Ingenious bought Joanne out and merged the two entities. Huh? How could a humble plumbing company afford such a buyout? I'll keep digging, Chief. Yes. The plumbing company sounds very suspicious. Can do random mischief and just get stuff out of vending machines and litter around. So let's look at item sharing. Okay, we've created an item. Chevron access. Okay, so this is some sort of thing that opens those doors. And then we can get through to here and have the area open. The print field, okay, that will take our items away. So we can't take them from room to room. Well, that wasn't much of a puzzle, that was just how does this work? Star access required, okay. Well, the blue cat can go through there while the orange cat is holding a button. But we can't get through this door quite yet. We need to print this little device. Yes, now we have star access, and even though we picked it up with the blue cat, the orange cat also has it in his mouth because the items get split between the cats. So now we can let them in here, and we're back together with the star access in our mouth, and that will just take it away. But that's fine because we've gotten through to the door and we're ready to continue. Diamond access this time, well, we'll have to find a printer, but there is a D-print failed, so we won't be able to just do that, go back there. So now, because of the D-print failed, what if we split up, one cat goes over, and then we pick up two, right? Because now we have it again, even though we would have lost it if we went for both cats. There is money, but there's also shards in here. So now we drop it again and pick it up to get through the door. And we get both our cats in location. Just have to jump across to pick it up. There we go. Quantum shards. Now, I don't think we need this anymore other than exit through this door, but we can let it print and we can continue. Items aren't the only things you share. So we have paired platforms. Fast travel. And then they've been put in different rooms. Differently to what we would want because the blue cat is here, but this is an orange barrier. Okay, well, we can turn this field off, and then we should be able to print a little card. So now they're basically telling us about the fact that because one of the cats is holding the lever, the other cat cannot pick something else up. They cannot be holding different things, but they can share an item they both have. But if I release this, the other cat is frozen because they're not allowed to be in that field when they're split. Let's see. Well, the orange cat can't come through to here and pull this lever, which will let the blue cat in, and then we're both on the same side. We can merge back in, and then we can come in and pick up the card. Yes, we can. So next step, we need to open the doors and get out of here with the card. So actually, we have a blue barrier here, so the blue cat can't go here. They can press this button, but that's not yet the time for it because the orange cat has to be on the other side. But we can get the orange cat here, release this, pick up the item, and now both of them have it. And that lets us It lets us change the color of this barrier, but because I chose orange cat to go here, I can just go through without this color. Then we trade the card to this side so that we can grab this lever. The blue cat can come across, and we do the swap item thing again. Okay, so they can change the color of that barrier. But that means we're now opposite of what we want, but that's fine, because the blue cat can come in here, pull that lever. Orange cat can come through, get through the top. So we're at this button, blue down here, and then both press the buttons. And they can both leave, because all the doors are open. There we go. We're through. We need something to put into this door. So there are like basically little side puzzles as we go along. We get puzzles that let us collect more resources, more money for outfits. So you don't have to do them if you don't want to, don't feel like it. Okay, so we've grabbed the battery from here, but that closed the exit. But if we put it back, leave one card here, then have the other card go back downstairs. What we should be able to do is bring the battery through the power of quantum, right? We grabbed it out of one end and put it to the other end without having to physically pass. And let's hack some money out for ourselves. Yeah, and now to get our orange girl out, we do the same thing. Grab the battery out of there, and we can get it back at the top and just get back down here to merge back together and proceed to Swapsy Doodle. Let's go. Once again, starting at different points. Okay, so we have a button to change the color of the barriers. The other barrier needs us both to be together, and there is no button to turn it off. So blue can come through here, we're both here. That changes it to orange. And then we're able to take blue across, and then we can merge when we're here. That opens this door, but don't immediately need this at this point. We need to split up, and again, blue can continue. There is a weight we can get. We need this weight in order to keep the gates orange so that orange can join it. But to do that, we need to do a bunch of swapping. So first off, blue grabs it, orange drops it on this button. There is a deprint field here, so we have to be careful. But blue can come through, pick it up again. So now we have the orange and the weight here, which would let orange come back through the orange gates, but they are not able to get back through this locking gate unless there's someone pressing the button. But then if we do that, right, if we leave this here and come back, blue can't leave. However, orange can leave and they can print another copy of the object, which actually destroys the previous copy because you can only have one at the time, which now returns the gate to the same state and both the cats can be through. And that's complete. Off we go. The test is complete. That's the second set of tests done, Susan. I'll get the catnip and worms out, ready for your return. Dibs on the catnip. And we're off back to our tram for the third set of puzzles. I assume this is all like the tutorial levels for each puzzle type rather than we're about to finish the game. We're just learning the basics and hacking. Well, there is chevron axes required to go over that room, but I don't have one and I can't make one right now. So let's just continue. Presumably we will get it through some other means. Because there was, yes, chevron axis when we got to here. So can we print that card and go back down with it? This is not a deep print field, nor is the elevator. So yes, we can go down with it from like the original room we started in. And now we do have the axis. Aha! Now we need to drop it so that we can pull the lever. And one of our cats can get across. But we still have to figure out how to get through this field. First. Is the axis card heavy enough to hold the button? Yes, it is. Okay. So we just needed that as an extra step. So let's get that money out. There we go. That's all of our hat money. And now we can go. We should go to the hat shop. We do need to bring the card back to this side, otherwise we won't be able to leave. And then we can pull the lever. Let's get back together. There was a shop nearby. Okay, well, back to the tram, I think. Through a shop, if I can see one. I don't think we need this bit anymore. We can drop this here. And yes, there's a shop. What can we buy? Yes, I now have enough for a little golden bell. But more importantly, I've got enough for a little calico skin. So it's closer to Firefly. It's not exactly her markings, but it's her type of fur. Beautiful. I can also get a golden bell to the third area. Robotics tests. How's the digging going, Susan? Curiouser and curiouser. Snooping around the Flagrante Johan employee data, there were some staff changes after the merger. Specifically, all of the ingenious plumbing staff moved into data processing roles. And Johan's data processing staff were moved onto plumbing jobs. They swapped the staff over? That doesn't seem like a wise restructuring move. I don't think Flagrante Johan needs to worry about structural efficiency. Flagrante Johan is subsidiary of Capricorn International Products. Capricorn International are a huge multinational. Exactly. It seems there's a lot of money flowing into this facility. Yes. Evil corporations in evil corporations. Just layers and layers of evil. We've got a little happy chest. Who are you? It doesn't seem like we can interact beyond just jumping up and up on them. There are shards here on those little shelves. So yes, if we could move the big guy somehow, maybe we could jump. But how will we move him? Is there something we can lure him with? Okay, there is a little mouse as well, but there isn't anything above we can pounce from. So it might be another one of those. We can only solve it once we've done the tests. So let's see. We need some sort of star access card. It's in the room. The vacuum cleaner got it. Hello, vacuum cleaner. Are you friend? Can you get this for me? Huh? Yes. Okay, I just needed to move, and then he put it down through the hole. Thank you, friend. Okay, so we're learning about robot friends. They're gonna be helping us quick as a flash. Are we? We've got another little robot friend. We can ride on it, or at least stand on it. Right now it's not riding. Well, can we make it? Can we steer somewhere? Like a cat on a Roomba? I guess the Roomba is the one steering, not the cat. Okay, so now he picked up the weight, and he will want to put it in there. Dispose of it in the bin. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. So we need to... Oh! We split and the Roomba got scared and fallen over. But yes, that means once we get it out, we want to quickly pick it up before the vacuum cleaner can get to it. Yeah, there we go. And now we can take it to the buttons. So, weight goes there, and cats go on the other sides. There we go. We've prevented the unhelpful vacuum cleaner from blocking us. So sometimes they help, sometimes they mess with us. What's next? Okay, we've got a vacuum cleaner now that's pressing a button. And we can let ourselves in through this hole. So are we trying to get the vacuum cleaner to not hold the button? Because there is a door hindering us. Okay, we can actually just jump up here. We can get some trash out. Yeah, that will definitely get their attention, right? Yeah, look at that vacuum cleaner. Look at all the trash we've got here. And we're gonna stand in your way as well, so you can't even pick it up. Get frustrated. Okay, can we go on it? Yeah, we can go on it as we clean. Just have a little ride on the vacuum cleaner. Okay, but blue needs to go down because otherwise orange cannot leave. There we go. Back together again. Yes, the vacuum cleaner for some reason really wants to be on that button. Annoyance becomes advantage. Well, let's see how. Another vacuum cleaner and a bin, so they're gonna try and take our things away. If we split here, one of our cats can make it through and get the weight. Oh, because now, if I leave the weight here, the vacuum cleaner will get it. Oh, so if I do it just right, they will get it for me as I'm going through the airlock, and that will let me get through. So yeah, let's do it again. I need to be a bit faster. Go, 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 yes. And... okay, yeah, go. Get off the button. I need to go through. Thank you. It's now we can both be on those buttons, and the weight will be printed onto the third button. And there we go. Test complete. Lever straight up. Okay, it opens a latch there, but that's very high up. Too high for us to reach. We can pull something here. Ah, that gets some sort of mess, ink spilled. And there's a big guy friend over there. Ah, if we go through, it leaves little footprints. Ah, and we show that to him and are like, hey, look at this mess we made. You should totally come here and deal with it. But presumably, yes, we need to open this up in time to jump on. There we go. More money for us. Can we jump down or do we need our friend to come again? We can't jump down. We're a cat after all. It's nothing to a cat. Thank you, friend. Yes, that will tell us what to do with that initial one I saw, but we'll need to find a way to make the floor dirty. As before, but a little farther. A little further. Okay, so the vacuum cleaner. We have 2 vacuum cleaners. One can potentially give us something because there's a hole. So there's a barrier here. So presumably one of the cats is pressing a button, the other one's going through. Ah, because then we will be doing the same thing here, where the vacuum will let us come through. So yes, we can't go through this door right now, but we can get a weight printed and get the second vacuum to hand it over. Yeah, he's just like, I don't like this, get it away from my clean area. Yeah, don't let the other vacuum have it yet. He can't see it, can he see it? Huh, but that's not yet it. That's not yet it. So we have to lure him to this side. So I think when he's farther away, we're gonna have more time. But for now, let's leave this weight on this side. But now, how do we do this so that the cat can be in here and we can get the weight on? Oh, do we force the vacuum cleaner to do this for us? Like, if we leave this weight here, he's gonna go through and he's gonna try to ride back with it. So we have time to run in while he goes across to that bin on the other side. So as he grazes the button, we go through. And then we're both on the other side. There we go. So yes, multi-vacuum cleaner use. And off to the other side. And that's the test complete. So yeah, this does feel like it was just a big tutorial for the different mechanics. And we're gonna be doing the rest of it further, right? The debriefing is not gonna be the end of it. I've got bad news, Susan. Oh no, what is it? I've aced all the mandatory tests. I can head through to the debriefing. Mittens, this is no time for jokes. Head through to the briefing. You should be able to reach surface access from there. She doesn't appreciate our jokes. The little bell is ringing as we're running around as well. So it's back to this area. We can do some hacking. So the elevator gets open, we get access back. Ah, and there is a weight. Weight we can take. Possibly the big guy will also want the weight to be cleaned up. But we will use that to our advantage. So let's head downstairs and let's start messing with the big cleaning robot. Hello there, big guy. Do you also not like things sitting on the floor? Yes. Okay, let me jump up on you. And let me just quickly... Ah, the blue did it, but orange fell down. Okay, well, as we're riding back, I should be able to... Yep, there we go. Quantum shards. Yes, sometimes doing simultaneous actions as one person a bit trickier. As I said, there is a co-op option. You can get someone else to be the other cat, but I guess in the sections where you have to be single cat, only one person has control. Into the briefing we go. There's definitely something weird about La Grande Joanne. I mean, aside from the cavernous secret underground research facility, all the staff, both plumbing and data processing, are under strict non-disclosure contract. And when I say strict, I'm not talking get down off the couch now strict. I mean even more strict than that. Golly. Our informant was really putting themselves at risk by contacting us. We must get to the bottom of this. Yes, that's the language cats understand, right? Like, get off the couch. But I would never kick my cat off the couch. That's hair space, it's hair couch. I just get to sit here. Okay, so we can pull this cart, but there is a hole in the floor, so we can't actually pull it onto there. I mean, it says wet floor. Can we jump down? Because like signs fell down there, but it's not letting me jump down. And there is a shard, so that's probably where the other one is. Once again, this is probably one of those things of we will learn while going through the puzzles. how to solve this, and then we get back here and do something. Because yeah, we get 2 cards for a reason. Yeah, level 3 access, little side office, a hole for a mouse. Oh, I think I missed a mouse in the previous area with the big robot vacuum, because I forgot it was there, but basically what have needed to be done there was get the big robot vacuum close to where the mouse was and then use that to hop on it. There we go, we've done some hacking. Ah yeah, there is a shard here. So maybe actually that's paired with the other one? Well, let's see. If we split here, the orange shard is here, then blue cat go back out to where we saw the other shard spot. So you can get through the door fine, so that's not blocking. Yeah, there it is. Ah, so the puzzle here was that we need to get the 2 cards, but they need to be close enough for us to jump across from card to card. Can we? Is this close enough? Ah, if we grab it from the other side, we can get them all the way to the edge, so that should make it possible. Yes, we're close, let's jump across. And we get the quantum shards, there we go. Now let's get through to wherever this leads to. So we've got, yeah, the level 3 access we can't access. This door is also locked, but this is open. And go through the airlock here. So we're through to the next area. Before we go further, looks like there is, yes, more shards for us to collect. We need to move this here so we can jump over there. Yeah, there it is. One of the shards is there. So if we jump up to here, we should be maybe able... No, it's too far. Okay. But we should be able to jump onto the area at the top first. Here. And then get in line with the light fixtures. Okay, so one cat stays here. The orange one. And blue cat needs to continue down to here. There's where the shard is. Another shard, word collection, and now we just get down, get to the doors. Another scan area, saves our progress. Performance appraisal debriefing. Okay, stand on the buttons. Ah! Hello, test participant. Thank you for taking part in this employee testing initiative. Your performance has been appraised. You have been awarded rating barely adequate. Thanks? Please do not interrupt. Sorry. Please do not interrupt. Again. Your performance will be appended to your employee record. Stand by while your employee record is deciphered. Oh, they're gonna find out we're not an employee and we're gonna be in trouble. Mismatch. No employee file on record. You are not authorized to be here. Please remain where you are. Security will apprehend you first thing in the morning. In the meantime, please refrain from any escape attempts. Thank you. Let me out. There must be some mistake. I'm an employee here. Okay, I'll bite. What's your employee number? 4? Nice try. Now be quiet and remain where you are till morning. Okay, well, we're gonna need to escape from here by doing more puzzles, right? Using all that we've learned in order to get out of here. But I think that will be something. Did you just unplug my battery? Yep. And I'll do it again, you big idiot. Impertinence. Cease this behavior. Yes, I think it will be something we will get into next time for more puzzles, the grand escape. So I presume this is where we start combining everything we've learned through those initial areas. And the game will only get more challenging. So let me know in the comments what you think about Mittens and the puzzles in this game. And if you enjoyed this one, consider liking or subscribing. Thank you to channel members for supporting the channel. And I'll see you soon on another adventure.